and welcome to Follow the Leader Personal Training. My name is w.lateral. Today we're going to try to get in about a 30-35 minute video. All you're going to need are some dumbbells. So I suggest probably going lighter than heavier. 5 pounds would be a good way to start with, or today I'm going to use the 8s, but it's whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, then you're going to need a towel. Then we're going to use this for later in the workout. We'll be doing some ab exercises. And the towel is just kind of folded out like this. You just roll it up. We're just going to be putting it in the small of our back. I'll show you when we get to that exercise. And you may want a mat or a towel when we do get to the ab exercises if your floor is hard. Okay, so you need those 2 items. And what else? I have my handy dandy piece of chalk here. I'm going to mark it on the floor. These are what I call like slats. And use the chalk for space so that you can see that through the camera. You probably don't want to put chalk on your floor at home. So if you just had some tape, or you can make believe that they're there. Either way, do not put something that you are going to be tripping over or having to actually hop over. This is just, again, like I said, a marker so you can kind of see where my feet are going. Okay, so once we have those items, we're going to get started. Again, remember, you're going to go at your own pace, take lots of breaths, and we're going to start with our warm-up. So you're going to take your dumbbell, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to squat down, and then we're just going to press the dumbbell straight up. So remember, as we're coming into our squat, we're going down. The weight is in our heels. We're rising high with the chest. Big breath. Remember, this again is our warm-up. Our squat is not having to look like this down here. It's nice and easy and comfortable. Okay? So we're going to do one more. Now we're going to take it to the side. So again, we're going to squat down. Watch me first. Then I'm going to twist to the side and then come back down. Notice my feet both turn softly to the side. Think of it as squishing a fly with your toe. Do not have the knees planted and no movement, otherwise you're going to twist your knees. So big breath. Let's do one more. And then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to squat down and then twist. Notice how my knees are not buckling. I'm not asking for this, and then as you come down, they turn in and then twist. It's a squat, the weight's out in front, comes up, turns it to the side. Let's do one more. Okay, last one. Good, you're gonna hang on to your weight, and we're gonna do a couple little side-to-side steps. Again, warming up the hips, the knees. Focus on where your weight is at. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, so now we're going to come up to the slat. You can put your dumbbell down out of the way, somewhere you're not going to trip on it. So we're just going to use 2. And we're just going to use a simple pattern where our knees are up. So it's tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. So we're going to do this for about 15 seconds. Now we're trying to get our heart rate up. So you can kind of pick it up a little bit. Tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. We'll do 5 more seconds. Then we're going to go into a stationary lunge. Okay, we're going to do 5 of those on each leg. Stationary lunge, I'm going to go side profile for you. Legs in front, let's put our hands on the hips, get them out of the way. We're going to go straight, up and down. So remember, you're going to have a different set of flexibility and strength as far as that you can go on your lunge. So just go to where you are comfortable today. Just happy that you're actually out here getting your workout in. We'll do one more. Good, then we're going to switch feet. Okay, so again, up and then down. All my weight is in my front heel as I'm coming up, okay? There's none of this bend over knee here like this, and then coming back up, or trying to come back up and put your back heel down. Nope. Up on the toe. Weights in the heel again, straight up and down. Good, we'll do one more. Then we're going into push-ups, everybody's favorite. So, I'm going to show you 2 modifications for your push-ups. You're either going to do a big girl push-up. Hands here nice and wide, out on the toes. Looking forward, chest down to the floor, push up. Make sure your head is looking at the horizon, abs are tight, coming down. So, maybe you're not there yet. Feet off the floor, bent knees, coming down into here. Really try to get that chest to the floor, okay? Today you're going to push yourself I want the chest to the floor. If you're not there, that's fine too, but at least break the 90 degree and then come back up. So do a big breath, and come back up, and we're gonna do one more. Good, watch your back, hands back up. Go through that one more time. So let's pick it up a little bit, knees up, 15 seconds. Good, abs are nice and tight, my hands going back and forth like in an athletic stance. I'm not crazy going all over the mat. So it's just knees up, okay, chest is up. Let's do two more. Last one, go into our stationary lunges. I'm going sideways for you. 5, let's go. 1, 2, get that knee to the floor if you can. Last one, good. Nice clean switch over, up and down. 2, 3, 4, we're gonna do 2 sets of these. One more, 5 on the other leg. Let's go. Abs are tight, chest up, nice and tall. One more. Good, switch it over. Other side. Big breath. Focus where your weight is. It's in the heel. Do one more. Then we're going down to our push-ups after this one. Big breath, get down on the floor. Let's go, chest up. Big breath in. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Down on the knees. Take a nice little stretch. Catch your breath, grab a little quick sip if you want. Otherwise, get your butt back over here. We're going to go into our next movement. You're going to grab the dumbbell, both of them. We're going to go into a front lunge with an overhead press. Then we're going to go into single leg deadlifts. Then we're going to do a plank and back to our slats on here. So I'm going to go over in slow motion so you know what you're in for. Holding dumbbells just up on your shoulders. Okay, almost like they can kind of rest here, okay? We're going to do our front lunge. Nice and slow. Pause. Press at the top. Comes down. Press at the top. Today we're going to switch it up. We're going to alternate those legs. Comes back at the top. If you want to go and just kind of notch it up just a little bit, you will do all 5 on the same leg. But today we're just going to alternate those legs so I don't scare you off and you don't come back to another workout. Because I'm not going to explain and tell you what you're in for, otherwise you'll turn the video off. Big breath. So again, remember, we are still just getting kind of warmed up here. Okay? Big press, down, press. Step forward, press. You can do that one more on each side. Big breath. Step in, press. Arms should be feeling a little bit of love right about now. Step to the other side. Big press. Last one. Awesome. Press. Watch your back. Put your dumbbells down nice and slow. Push them out of the way so we don't wipe out on them. Next we're going to go into our single leg deadlift. So this is what it looks like first. Side profile. Think of your body as a swinging pendulum. My hands are staying nice and tight for the legs. Coming down, up nice and tall. And down, nice and tall. This is what I don't want. You thinking you're doing this, and your legs here and you're bent over. This is everybody's favorite. Oh yeah, well, look at, I'm doing it. No, think of your leg and your body as one. Comes up, and then down. Let's do one more on this leg. Okay, so now we're going to switch. So I'm going to give you this profile. Coming down, up. Make sure your hips are flush to the floor. Okay? I'm not going into some kind of figure skating move here where we've got the hips open nice and wide. Flush to the floor. So if you were to have weights, you can keep those hands nice and close. So I'm going to give you a modified version of double legs. So this would be your regular deadlifts. Okay, have a little bit of soft bend, still coming down to the middle of the shin, and then coming back up. So again, the weight sort of falling towards my toes. I'm coming up nice and tall. I always finish tall and re-stretch out the hip flexors. Okay, so let's do 2 more on each side. So we're back down, come back up, take a breath. Back down, up, go to the other side. So by the time we go through this the second time through, you are going to feel wobbly on this, and you probably should, because we'll be coming off one workout that really kind of hammers your legs. So I'm trying to push the balance coordination for you. Next we're going into a plank. Okay, some modifications. We're going to hit this for 30 seconds. So you can hang out here if you want. No bums in the air. Nice flat back. Your abs should be engaged. If that's feeling too much for you, or any wrist issues, go down into your plank on the floor here, bent knee. If this is feeling even still too much, go to bent knee, but my feet are off the ground, okay? If I'm here like this, the weight's in my legs. Pop back up, and then hit your core. So I'm pushing myself back up. Of course, I'm paying attention to the clock. An extra 15 seconds never hurt anybody. So let's hang out here, take a big breath. Abs are tight, let's go 10, 9, 8. Think of this as active rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up, nice and smooth. Now I'm going to add on to my slats. Knees up, pop up, pop up. Okay, so it's the same pattern, we've just added some slats. Okay, so on your floor, you just kind of get the feet going. So knees up, pop the knee up, knees up, pop it up. So let's get through that a little bit faster. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 2 go, back, 4, last 1, 5. Nice, okay. Water if you need it again, otherwise let's grab our weights. Let's get into it. This time we're going to do all 5 on the same leg. Go into our front lunge, back lunge, pop it up, same leg. Front lunge, into the reverse lunge, pop it up. Front lunge, little pause, reverse lunge. So if this pace is feeling too fast for you, slow it down, add your pause, take a breath, break it down, pause in the middle, down, come back, press. If not, rock it out. You don't even pause in the middle. Take that next leg right through. Carry it right through. Switch legs. Side profile, front, back, pause in the middle. Front, pause, back, in the middle. Kick it up, no pause. Right through, pause. There we go. Right through. One more. Take a little breath, drop your arms if you need it. Back to same set, we got one more set on each side. Let's go. Front, knee up, down, pause. 4 to go. Back, knee up, big breath. So when you're going through this, try to remember, your abs should be tight. Oops, I had extra. Right in the middle there, that's what's going to help you balance. Last one. If you're not engaging your abs, switch legs, your whole upper body is going to be wobbling. At no point is your upper body along for the ride. We'll be using our abs, we're not even realizing it. We don't have to be doing hundreds and hundreds of sit-ups. One more set. If you're conscious of using those abs, then they're being used. They're being contracted, and that's what we want. Dumbbells down, go into our plank. Again, for those of you who want to kick it up a notch, abs tight, hands right underneath the shoulders, make your feet wide, alternate hands out and in front. Okay? Doesn't need to go past the shoulders. Again, modify, or all the way up. Big breath. Remember, the closer your feet, the harder it's going to be. Let's do 10 more seconds. Big breath. Notice as I lift my hands up, my hips aren't wobbling back and forth. My core is nice and tight. There's no wobbling. As soon as I lift my arm up, So you're breathing out, contracting those abs. Drop down, take the well-deserved little stretch. Up we go, knees up. This is our last set through here, and we're gonna kick it up a notch. Big breath. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, even I need some water. Perfect. This is gonna be a little break time. A couple of side-to-side steps. The next move we're gonna go into is actually like a bit of a CrossFit workout. Do not be afraid. Then we're gonna do a 5-minute AMRAP. 5-minute AMRAP means as many rounds as possible, and you guessed it, 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go through the workout, then we're gonna rock it out. You've got inchworm, burpees with a hop, lunges with your dumbbell, with this overhead. I'm gonna give you, again, all the modifications, so don't shut the video off. So this is what our inchworm looks like. Because of my great flexibility, it's not gonna look pretty. You're gonna come down here, you're gonna walk your hands out into a plank position, then you're going to walk them back up, okay? I'm not gonna stand up in between sets. I'll always be down here, walking out, I hit my plank, abs are tight, walk back up. That is 1, walk back out, 2. There really is no modification for this, except for you can bend your knees a little bit and try to walk your hands out to where you are comfortable. Only stretch out. If this is it for you and your back, then this is it. But you do need to push yourself a little bit, okay? Walking hands back up. You're gonna stand up nice and tall. You're gonna do your burpee with a lateral hop. So the burpee, some of them burpees do have push-ups. This one where basically it's kind of called like a flop as we come down. So I'm going to hop up, do the side profile. I'm going to hop up, and then come down to my burpee, chest to the floor, push myself up, feet up, going to lateral hop, down into my burpee, come back up. So once I kind of get rocking, I'm up, burpee, down, tall. Remember, you have to get the hop. Okay, we will be doing 6 of those, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will then very carefully grab your dumbbell, extension overhead, pop up the arms nice and tall, front lunge, back up, nice and tall, alternating. Big breath. You will be doing 5 of these, as in 1, 1, 2, 2, each side, 10 total. So again, my arms will stay up here the whole time. I'm not asking for soggy arms. I want them up tall, big breath. Big breath in, come down. Want that knee to the floor as much as you can. Don't smash it to the floor and kill your knee. Bring it back down, drop your dumbbells to the side, go into your inchworm and come back up. So every time you end, try to get close enough to where the materials that you need are, so you're not kind of moving around back and forth. So, with my clock, we got about 10 seconds. I'm going to go through it through the first minute so you kind of catch on. Then I'll ease up, give you kind of the modified version. Go 3, 2, 1, off we go. Inchworm. 4 of them. All the way out. 1. These are not my favorite. 2, 3, last one, 4, this last one. If anybody knows me, you already know that my counting sucks, so bear with me. 4, stand tall, up, burpees down. Okay, up, 1. Let's go, 2, up, 3. Remember, we're trying to go as many rounds as possible. 4, the last one this side, 5, woo, 6, up, pop it. Grab the dumbbell, arms up, let's do it. 1, big breath. 2, Inchworm, let's do it. One. Back out. Two. Toes. Three. Toes. Four, last one. Thank you. Oh. Burpees, let's do it. Should have told you what time the clock is. I'm gonna fall. We're over a minute in. 3, 4, 5. Last side on this one. Okay. Last one. Woo! Down. Woo! Got a dumbbell. Arms up tall. Okay. Let's go. One. Big breath. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. One more each side. 5. Okay, inchworm for 4. Burpees for 6. Lunge for 5. Modified. Bend your knees. Walk out. Let's go. Back up. Take a pause. Walk it back out. Pause. If you have to, walk yourself back up. Take a breath. I just need you to keep moving. Do not stop. There's always, last one, a modification for everything. Hold it. Come back up. Nice and tall. Your burpee. Up, down, abs are tight. Everybody can jump out. You can skip the push-up, step, down. One leg at a time if you have to. Keep moving. Hands down, out, out, up, up. To the side. Let's go. Minute, 20 seconds left. You're doing awesome. To the side. Down, out, out, up, up. To the side, down. Get those last reps in. Last one. Go to your front lunges. Hands up. Big breath. Up. Big breath. Breathe. Finish off your lunges. Right through. Doesn't matter where the rest of you are. Keep it going. We got about 40 seconds. Let's go. Inchworms. Out. Get it done. Up. Out. Back. Toes. Out. Back. Let's go. Our last minute. Our last inchworm. Burpees. Let's do it. Out. 5. 4. Right to the end. 2 to go. Keep going. Let's go. 10 seconds. Dumbbell. You go to the very end. Doesn't matter if there's 10 seconds left. There's 5 seconds left. Finish it. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Finish your last rep. 1. Woo! Awesome job. Please keep moving. You don't have to a little bit after that. Catch your breath. Very big breath. We're almost there. You bring your heart rate down. Nice and slow. Do not disappear. Come back into here. And let's start our cool down. Plie squats. Big breath. Big breath. Just bring the heart rate down. My feet are nice and wide. Not totally turned out, but definitely like you're in a ballerina. Do your plie. Try to get down that nice 90 degrees. Big breath in, and then come back up. One more. Good. Feet together, shoulders apart, chest up, arm circles. all the way up. Take a step back so you can see my hands. Palms are always facing you. Just like if you're doing a jumping jack, your hands are always facing front. Big breath in and exhale. Whenever you come off a workout like that, you never want to walk away, stop moving. Some days, yes, you do collapse to the floor, but when you do an active cool down, it brings the heart rate down faster. Let's put together. Hands in front, plie. Big breath in. Big breath in. And down. Big breath in. And down. Big breath in. And down. Big breath. Big breath. Let's go back and finish up just with those single leg deadlifts we had done in the beginning. We'll go sideways again. Coming down. So now, your hips, everything should be really well warmed up right now. You should really be able to get some depth there. The hands are staying nice and close to the legs. But even I'm feeling a little bit wonky. We just came off a really kind of little intense workout there. Those burpees. So therefore our legs are having to fight a little bit harder to balance. Let's switch to the side. Woo! Not my prettier side. Just down. I'm really trying to think of the muscle groups we're using here. As I'm coming down, I should be feeling this all through my back and my butt as I come up. So think of squeezing those hamstrings and that butt as you come up. Back to the beginning, one more set. Plie squat, hands in front, down, big stretch. So your heart rate should be coming back down, nice and comfortable. Big breath, breathe. Let's do two more. So remember, after a good workout, make sure you get some water. You're going to be eating something healthy within that 45-minute window so that you don't crash. Sugar levels drop. Feel really tired. Last set, deadlifts. Just do 5 on each side. Good thing, probably should have mentioned before. When you do your deadlifts, always start on the weaker side, okay? So it's going to be the hardest to save your energy for the weaker side. So coming down as I fall over. See, even I'm not perfect. Coming down. Woo! Up, nice and tall. Down. 3. Big breath. 2 to go. Big breath. Nice and steady. The faster you go on these, the harder, the slower. Sorry, I totally took that backwards. The faster you go, the easier, because that momentum is just taking over. When you slow it down, you have to really fight for that balance. Big breath. Let's do 3 more. Like this. I'm going to grab some water, get 2 more, and then we're going to go into a well-deserved stretch. Good, awesome. Big breath in. Good, let's wrap up the stretch. Let's grab a little water. And take off the crazy music. Nobody wants to rock out, I think, stretching with Foo Fighters. Okay, so big breath. Let's start. Butts down on the floor. We didn't actually get time to go into the ab workout that I was hoping to, but you know what? There's always tomorrow. So feet nice and close together. If you're more comfortable like this, whatever works, you can sit here like this. You can sit up tall. Just kind of lean yourself into it. Big breath. If you are a little more flexible, big breath in. Come down. Push those inner thighs down. Head and chest are up. Remember, whenever we're doing our stretches, we're doing only on a scale of 1 to 10. You're only going to be stretching about a 4. Do not over push it, because you're trying to push the muscle to lengthen. Because you're pushing on it so hard, the body thinks you're actually trying to contract it, and that's when we end up getting in trouble. Big breath in, come out nice and tall. Let's kick the leg out, cross it over, Sit up tall. So remember when we're sitting here like this, we're trying to go for the stretch through here, okay? We don't have to be super twisted around unless you are super flexible, go for it. But the idea is just to kind of give that little bit of hug here and pull it up towards the shoulder, okay? Sit up tall. Your flexibility might just be here. You're still gonna get the stretch, okay? Coming up. And then while you carry on to the next leg, for those of you who are not as flexible, you could be standing, holding on to something. Put your leg up here, pretend I'm holding on to something, or sitting in a chair and getting your stretch this way as well. So maybe you don't want to be on the floor sitting. Definitely sit on the end of a bench, your chair, and just pushing down. Big breath. You can come up, I've done both sides. Bring yourself up off the floor. Arms are going to be out front. You're going to pull your arm nice and straight across your chest. My arm stays straight. I'm scooping it underneath the forearm here. Don't ever pull on a joint, i.e. your wrist or elbow. It's too much pressure. As I'm holding here, I'm also not doing this. Okay, you see this everywhere. Stand nice and tall to me. Okay, we actually want that shoulder going back. So you're actually kind of pushing towards back a little bit as you're pulling this way. Shake it out, arm comes across, pulling it here. Big breath. Make sure you breathe. Hold it there nice and easy. You guys were fantastic today. Good job. I'm so glad you actually turned the video on, followed through with it, and made it to the end. Take a breath. Take the one hand, put it in the small of your back. Relax it. Watch me first. I'm going to look down to the opposite armpit. I'm going to grab where my ponytail is and gently pull down and get my neck. Big breath. This should feel really, really good. Take another big breath in. Come back up. Switch hand behind your back towards the armpit, pulling down. So now you get your workout in for the day. Let's think of some goals for you to carry on throughout the day, because you should be feeling pretty awesome, feeling pretty good about yourself. Pick one thing. We're not going to take on the world all at once. Pick one thing that you're going to change and make better for yourself today. Last stretch, kind of stirring the pot here. Hands here, resting here like this. Arm out, and just let it fall out of the socket, nice and easy. So maybe that goal for you today is going to be maybe having no snacks after dinner. Have a cup of herbal tea. Maybe it's going to be not eating the leftovers off your kids' plates, i.e. grilled cheese sandwiches, fishy crackers, whatever that is. Maybe you just need to get some more fruit or vegetables into your diet. Maybe a good idea would be to make a list, go to the grocery stores, buy some veggies, cut them up, have them in the fridge. Buy some low-cal dip, some hummus. So you are having those late night snack attacks. Maybe you just want something that's crunchy. And I know you're thinking, oh yeah, people just keep saying that, but you know what? If you actually just go sit down and have some of those vegetables and realize maybe you really aren't hungry and it's just a habit that you have, it's all about breaking the habits. Coming back up, roll out, and then back. Awesome, good job. You rock. We made it in about 34 minutes. Love to have your feedback. Tell me what you liked, didn't like about the workout. If I don't hear from you, I can't change things for you. So pass it on to a friend. Maybe you got somebody's mother or somebody's grandmother, you got a friend, sister who needs to just kind of get something moving. It's a good way to get back into the workout. You can do it at home on your computer, put up your laptop when you're traveling. There's no more excuses, and the workout's free. So, you know, you can either have results or you can have excuses, but as I say, you can't have both. See you tomorrow.